Okay, it is Wednesday, it is warm, but we are in the ACO enclosure. I have my lovely little wristband, which has been a step up from last year. It's now an RFID tag, so no sharing your ACO wristbands, folks. Yeah, we're in La Chapelle, just waiting for the Road to Le Mans to start. Well, Road to Le Mans came and went. The shade and the drinks were far too appealing, so straight into the practice session and up to the ACO grandstands. Okay, it is Thursday morning. Wednesday ended with basically sitting in the tent to hide from the heat. And because it was so hot, we had an almighty thunderstorm overnight. So now it's just about dry enough to leave. You wouldn't believe we've had about 3 or 4 mil of rain and a massive thunderstorm a couple of hours ago. Next stop is Beer Mountain AGM. Unfortunately, due to our wonderful friends at the ACO, Beer Mountain AGM is no longer on Blue Nord, it's on Beaujour, which, despite us being in Who, which is quite close to the track, it's a 45-minute walk to get to the first tickets tent. That's ridiculous. Thanks, ACO. Do keep closing the campsites near to the circuit. We love when you do that.
A few moments later.
What have I said about the car parks? The car park at Le Mans is always interesting. Little Lancia Delta Integrale. Nice little 4C. Yellow car. Here we are at the AGM, so I'm just going to film in here. Sorry, what happens in the Beer Mountain AGM stays in the Beer Mountain AGM. But Automotive Tales did raise nearly £300 for good causes, including Mission Motorsport, with some of the items we brought for the auction. Told you it was the right way to travel.
Yeah.
Now that is how to get about, boys and girls. Here it is at Circuit de la Sarthe.
It's a bit longer and going for a week bit perhaps.
One of the things we always recommend people to do is when they come to Le Mans is go karting, because the karting circuit here is one of the best, except the ACO have decided to make a fan zone. Whilst the trophy being on show was nice, no karting was had, so time to watch another bit of practice. I think we might have found the most beautiful thing at Le Mans. Herein lies the problem. It's really easy to sit in camp and watch it on the telly. When the track is a good sort of 15-20 minutes walk away and it's still really very hot, even though it's 8:10 at night. And yes, there is a pink flamingo in our paddling pool, which is going to get filled up again in the morning. Me again. So I've decided that now that the Hyperpole 1 is done, it's very confusing, the qualifying here. You just hear them roaring around on their last lap. I'm going to wander up to the track and actually get myself out of the campsite rather than just sitting and watching it on TV for the next stage of Hyperpole. So A bit like Formula One qualifying. They have sort of, I think they have 2 stages of qualifying here rather than 3. But soon to find out this is a new thing that's come over from WEC, I think. Different to how they used to do it at Le Mans. You can probably hear a lot of noise in the background because just over here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's a massive stage where they have concerts which keep us awake till quite late at night, which is fun. Right, time to get the walk on. As I said before, even though we are one of the closest campsites, we're still a good 10-15 minutes away from the track, which is slightly annoying. Because I'm not at all grumpy and bitter, let me show you something. This was our campsite before. As you can see, they've really made good use of the space. This was lively with people, you know, setting up camp and listening to music and camping, because you can see the track just down here. Obviously we didn't have this easy access to the fence because it was a solid fence line, but we had such a great view from here. To have that now taken away from us for a climbing wall, a bouncy castle, another climbing wall, it's a bit pathetic really, if I'm honest. It's our time at Le Mans, isn't it, Danny?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And with that, it was time to return to camp. Okay, I'm going to continue to do little bits to the camera as we go by. It's now quiet enough to film something because there is now nothing left on track for the rest of the day. It's Friday, we've had the Mustang race. The track will shortly be open for people to walk, run, cycle, whatever they wish to do, all the way around the circuit. And there is a car show down at Arnage, as you probably saw last year, where we got absolutely soaked. As you can see though, this year the weather is great for about an hour, and then it's due to rain. So we might do the track walk again, but we're probably going to get absolutely soaked. However, in the meantime, I am with the Reddit r/Le Mans group, who are having a huge meetup here trackside, and some community funders provided some money for food and drinks, which is quite nice. Food and soft drinks, I may add. So I'm going to enjoy this community event that happens to be something to do with our Le Mans. I can't possibly tell you who's actually paying for the food and drinks. So I will edit my track walk as a series of shorts. Needless to say, the ACO managed to screw that up as well. So join us next time as we get ready for the actual race of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. See you next time. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.